What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562.org. It's Mike.
And Tyler, and this high school football highlight is brought to you by the fine folks down at Naples Rib Company, and all of our coverage of Long Beach Poly this school year is sponsored by Bryson Financial.
All right, it's a dark and stormy night at Veterans Memorial Stadium, Tyler, as Long Beach Poly makes their return to California for their home opener after starting this season off on the road in Hawaii and Oregon with mixed results, shall we say.
Yeah, they've been everywhere, man. That's the big task ahead of them as they face Chad Johnson's Mission Viejo team on TV tonight in the Great American Rivalry Series, Poly against Ocho Cinco. Let's get it.
Two of the top public school programs in California. Obviously, it's been a great matchup. Noodles Kaysen gets things going for Poly on the ground, but Darius Curry picked off on his first pass attempt. A block in the back would prevent this from going down as a touchdown, but Mission Viejo gets the ball, and they know what to do with it. Freshman Dante Wright Jr. for Poly coming up, making a big play right here. But this Diablos offense was dialed in early and looking to take advantage of the turnover.
Drayden Trudeau to Cash Samanza as he's going to put this one in the ATM and put the Diablos Samanza board as they get in for the touchdown. But that's not what they wanted to do on the extra point as Poly takes care of business there. So it's only 6-0 Mission, but still an early lead for the visitors.
Kamari Smith to the rescue, Tyler. A phrase I could say many times in this video. A 79-yard touchdown. He's breaking tackles on the sideline, and that's going to get Poly right back on top as they would convert the extra point to take a 7-6 lead midway through the first. And this is just the start of a special night for number 5.
Yeah, if you didn't get a great look at Kamari, that's quite all right. We have many more clips of number 5 doing great things.
He goes right to the sideline to check for the 562 highlights. They're not up yet, big dog. We're still at the game.
I'm literally doing it right now. So how could it be there? Hines Ward, Lilo Mayava, name of the year, and a tough runner. Great hurdle there. But the ball is going to hit the turf here. Opportunity for the Poly defense. Can't quite get to it in time. The ball is tipped.
The ball is bouncing around a lot on the turf at Vets tonight, but Lilo Mayava, just a load. I am glad I did not pull the assignment of trying to tackle this kid. Do unfortunately have an emotional scene. Big Mike Salinas carted off with a leg injury for the Jackrabbits. Unfortunately, a theme of the evening. Mission Viejo, after a long stoppage, gets going. Luke Fahey with the hee-hee for a big run. And then that Jackrabbits defense trying to stand up on the goal line, looking to make some kind of a statement, kind of looking to find their identity a little bit. And D. Will is going to announce himself. Dylan Williams, the Oregon commit, arriving with a big hit, Tyler.
Yeah, D. Will and Testament right there as he came in and laid down the law. D. Block with a goal line stand. Achieved. Freshman Juju Julius Johnson with the pick in the end zone, and that Poly defense loves a goal line stand. We'll said it before and we'll say it again.
I think they kind of needed one of those after that Bishop Gorman game to get that taste out of their mouth. That's a big stop right there. Darius Curry going to Kamari Smith, another big gain between number 1 and number 5. The two of them dialed in all evening long. And then, that sophomore with another catch and a big gain. Obviously has breakaway speed, as we've seen since he had that long touchdown in the Los Alamitos game last year as a freshman.
Yeah, that 5 is live off the yak. DC going to keep it himself, and that's going to make it 14-6 Poly as he scoots in untouched. 8 minutes left in the half, so things starting to go the Jackrabbits' direction after that kind of shaky start.
And then Jeb Tuupo is going to pop the ball out. Troy Tomasoa falling on it for the recovery. That Jackrabbits defensive linebackers starting to kind of show their edge a little bit in this game. Again, after a tough Bishop Gorman game, it was kind of nice to be fighting someone in their own weight class, and they were definitely making plays flying around out there. And then my name is Jonas. The freshman Jonas Mendoza drills a 37-yarder. That's going to make it 17-6 Jackrabbits at halftime.
And it probably would have gone in the video anyway, but if it's over 35, them's the rules to get in there. And so, tune up the band as Poly can celebrate here. 17 unanswered points to lead by 2 scores at halftime, but the Diablos came out pounding the rock after halftime, and Lilo Mayava, a problem. He's going to cap the first drive of the second half as it's touchdown Mission, and they cut it to a 17-14 ball game pretty quickly into that third quarter.
Poly trying to run the same formula. Noodles pounding the rock, opening up a packet of top ramen on them. But Jackrabbits dealing with an injury at punter with Tuupo out and off to the hospital. So Luke Bugg's now in punting, and obviously that's an adventure. He did a great job back there. Poly defense still playing hard. DJ Hicks and his sweet kicks with the tackle for a loss. These two teams playing the field position battle. Obviously, Mikey Beresford off the transfer page and into your hearts. A nice return as he's trying to set the Jackrabbits up to answer back.
Yeah, and Poly could really use a score here. Curry going to, unfortunately, take some big contact in the backfield, an inexperienced offensive line at this point. And then the big Volowski, Chase Volowski, going to go around the sideline right there for a good gain. But unfortunately, Mike, another scary moment. You hate to see any injuries happen. There were few too many serious ones in this game.
Yeah, this time it's the freshman Wright going down with an injury to the head and neck area. Barbie trying to get his team locked back in. Another half-hour plus stoppage. So hard to refocus on a game in that situation. Poly comes out, and Tamasoa, a huge fourth down pass deflection to get that Jackrabbit defense off the field following the injury. I mean, it's second down, 35 minutes, you're praying for your teammate, and then third down. That's a really difficult situation. But a costly interception from Curry, and Travis Anderson says, I picked it. I believe the custom in Long Beach is, then I got to six it. He does, and that gives Mission a 21-17 lead with 1:43 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, he did read the rule book there, and it's a big play for the Diablos defense. And then Jackrabbits just really grinding its gears at that point, Mike, as Curry's going to get dropped again.
Trudeau running north to Canada for the Diablos. I mean, it was just Poly struggling to get on the same page offensively. Mission, kind of everything going their way. You see Trudeau fired up, and Lilo Maava is going to put another one in the end zone. That puts the Diablos up 27-18 with 10 minutes left in the game, and it really felt like it was slipping away from Poly here. Jackrabbits offense still looking for a spark. They had 3 straight 3-and-outs. And Poly coach Stephen Barbie looks at his defensive coordinator and says, I need one stop to get this game going.
Well, it happened, and then the other thing happened. Poly got a drive going. Darius Curry to Jordan Malaulu, who absorbs quite a hit from the turf monster there. And then Noodle's going to open up some more of that top ramen, Mike. I mean, we're eating on a budget here. Fourth down, Curry looking for his security blanket, the safety of Luke Buggs, as he makes a huge catch to keep that drive alive.
And then Curry to Kamari. Uno, cinco, seis. Poly is going to cut the lead to 28-25 with 4:47 left in the game after that long run by Kamari Smith. And if this kid wasn't in the highlight for the rest of the game, I think he still would have had a pretty special night. But spoiler alert, you'll see him again. The 2-point conversion to Ezekiel Orozco is going to cut that lead to 3 points. Like I said, defense needs one more stop, and the senior Troy Tamasoa delivers and crawls his way out of danger.
Hey, crawl till you ball, baby. 3rd and 5, Q Shemwell going to break up the pass across the middle to force a punt. That Poly secondary came up with a lot of big plays against a good Diablos offense.
Absolutely. The Jackrabbits get the ball back and they're driving, but they find themselves in a 4th and 7 after that incompletion. Curry says, hey, I could go to Luke Buggs or I could just do it myself. He gets 8 yards on 4th and 7 to keep this game going at midfield. And then this right here looks like it might have been a game-ending pick, but they call the pass interference on the shove, and Poly still has life, now down to the Mission Viejo 27.
Yeah, big play there, getting the call. Curry then running around, trying to get the Jackrabbits into the red zone, and he will as it ticks under a minute. So he's just a dangerous playmaker with his legs or with his arm. Then Noodle's going to set him up on the Mission 11-yard line with 40 seconds left. It all comes down to this after a timeout.
They want to get their best play dialed up, and whose number do you think they call? Curry to Kamari. Wow. One of the most improbable comebacks we've ever covered. Down 2 scores with 7 minutes left. 2 kids who've left the field in an ambulance. And at the end of the game, it's Kamari Smith standing on business. 251 yards and 3 touchdowns for the sophomore. What a night and what a connection between Curry and Kamari.
Yeah, way to make yourself some money, young man. Mikey Beresford, the Beresford Bear, with the walk-off game-winning interception in the secondary. The Jackrabbits will win it 32-28. What a thrilling football game in what's turning into a really great all-time series between Poly and Mission Viejo. This is one that all those fans at Vets will remember, and Curry, well-earned, going up to the student section to get him some hype.
330 total yards and 4 touchdowns for the senior. And yeah, senior season, you got to go enjoy those moments. For this sophomore, what else can you say about him? 7 catches, 251 yards, 3 touchdowns. Absolutely electric. And the Jackrabbits are going to enjoy this one. A big bounce back after that Bishop Gorman game. They improved to 2-1 and will visit Sarah next Friday. And Tyler, I have a hunch that the 5.62 will be at that game.
Yeah, we'll stay through overtime. Don't worry. If you want coverage of that as well as all other sports going on in Long Beach, got to stay tapped in right here at the562.org.